just love this. Actually, that's right. We're going to paint this view this morning. Completely forgot about that. But we're going to have breakfast first. We have a cup of tea, 2 cups of tea. And we have some food. So let's open these up. Oh, let's sit down. Oh God, I love this view. Like, it does not get old. It does not get old. Okay. We have a baby bell. We have some chubby, which we got with the pineapple that we got the other day. Hey, Nicholas, how you going? Hey, Nicholas, did you get my message that you can't send me voice messages? I won't get them, or texts, because I am not using my Australian SIM. I'm using a Indonesian SIM, mate. So it's breakfast here. It is 8:52 a.m. I want to tell you about my amazing morning. Oh my gosh. Come on, open up. Okay, come on, open up. Open up, open up, open up, open up. Oh, yes. So, Nicholas, have you been watching Tomorrowland? It just finished. Literally just finished. Dimitri Vegas just played and closed the place down. It was amazing, amazing. How was last night? What was happening last night? Oh, I've got a fork, haven't I? Oh, hold on, guys. I need to get my fork. My fork! My fork! I used my fork. Okay, guys. I have to go bin scabbing, literally. How bad is this, guys? I have to go bin scabbing to get my... Oh, gosh. Okay, I have to clean this off. You know how we're going to clean that? We have alcohol wipes. Oh, and a... alcohol wipes, and we'll use a tissue. That'll work. Oh, okay, you're talking about Tomorrowland. Okay, yes. It was live this morning. Well, I woke up I set my alarm for 3:55 a.m. so that I could watch Nervo. I absolutely obsessed with Nervo. Nervo are 2 Australian twins that live in the UK now, but they are absolutely amazing DJs. I've got a massive girl crush on them. So using alcohol wipes, probably not good for your body to be having that. Oh, shippers, whoops. But I need to clean that because it's got 2-minute noodles on it. See what I got up to last night? You saw my bin. I did I'm about to edit a video on trying all the different beers, Bintang beers here in Bali. And then, of course, part of that is I had to eat some 2-minute noodles. I mean, I didn't have to, but I did. Because I always take tissues with me when I go around anywhere I go, and alcohol wipes, just in case I need to, go to the toilet and there's no tissue paper, because that happens a lot in Asia. Chuck some water on it. I mean, I could do that too. But I'm just use the alcohol wipes and then that. And then tissue. All right, that's done. That's done. All right, we're gonna. Oh, ouch! I'm gonna put some chubby, which is sugar and chili, really, on the pineapple. Oh man, I got my nails done yesterday. I never get my nails done, and look at that. I've already got a scratch on them. Man, this is why I don't get my nails done. I mean, the other reason I don't get my nails done is I'm a cheapskate and save all my money to go on holidays. But the other side of it is I hate the smell of the nail salons, all the toxic fumes. I actually have my own, I mean, not mine, but I bought from the health food shop, non-toxic nail polish and remover that I brought with me. So I took it to the nail salon. Oh, hello breakfast. Hello breakfast. It was $30. It was actually, I got ripped big time. Oh my gosh, that's so good. It's got a taste with it. It tastes like soup noodles. All right, we're gonna have some. I'm obsessed with this stuff. Dragon fruit. So, let me just have something to eat, and then I'm going to tell you about my fabulous morning. All right. So, tea time. Yeah, so you know Nervo, right? You know of them. Twins from Australia, and they do really, really well in the international scene. But I think they come back to Australia a little bit. I saw that they came back for Mardi Gras actually in March. Damn it, I would have loved to see them in Sydney Mardi Gras. So yeah, they're on my bucket list next. Definitely Nervo and Tiesto. And who else do I want to see? Oh, John Summit. Are you a John Summit fan? Yeah, John Summit he's playing in Bali actually in April, 20th of April or something like that. I can't stay that long. I've actually finally booked my flight home, so I'm going home. I had some Rasa Sapi while listening. Okay, you said some wine while you were listening. Yeah, so this morning at my time in Bali at 4:10 a.m. Nervo started live. So you've been watching the live reruns on YouTube. It's going for like the next 3 days apparently, and there's a timetable so you can actually see which DJ you want to see. I want to see Charlotte Webb again. She's supposed to be really, really good. Indonesian chip silly. Oh, Rasa Sapi. I don't even know what that is. Rasa Sapi. Okay. Yeah, so I set the alarm for that early, silly o'clock, and I was lying in bed watching Nervo for the hour and a half. And then Alok, I think his name is Alok, came on, and I'm not a big fan, to be honest. So for the next 2 hours, I went to sleep and then set my alarm for 7:25 when exactly Dimitri Vegas came on. I literally turned YouTube on as soon as the alarm went off, and sure enough, Dimitri Vegas was just about to start. I was so excited. So then I put my dancing shoes on. I put my shoes on because there's a little bit more padding on these things. And I basically bounced around. I jumped on the bed. I danced on the bed. I danced around my room. I got out here on the deck at like 7:30 in the morning. It's quite nice and cool out here. Now it's hot as hell, and danced around. So consequently, I am a hot, sweaty mess. So, yeah. So you did watch it? I had a beer for you. Oh, good. Well, talking about beer, so I bought, well, 2 days ago, I think, I can't remember, a couple of days ago, I was supposed to be watching at 10:30 at night. I set my alarm again to watch Nervo live and Dimitri Vegas. They were doing sessions outside, so not the main event at Tomorrowland Winter, but they were out on the stage, like out on the snowfields, and I love those sets. They're like really cool because they're like, the snow's falling sometimes and everyone's dancing around the snow. I mean, what an experience. I'd love to dance around on the snow. So, but they didn't actually, this year they didn't show that live. Last year they showed it live. They were my favourite sets last year. Nervo doing back-to-backs. Last year there was Dimitri Vegas and Steve Aoki together on the same stage doing a back-to-back. They were amazing. And they did that this year too. But again, they didn't show it on the live stream. So that was shitty. Tomorrowland, come on. Normally Tomorrowland in Belgium have the different stages, right? But yeah, this one they didn't, because Winter's obviously a smaller thing, but they have lots of stages. So it's quite interesting that they didn't actually showcase that this year. Big opportunity lost, I've got to be honest. But anyway, so I bought 4 beers to have while I was watching Tomorrowland. And I thought I'd make a video trying the different bintangs. So there's bintang normal, there's bintang radler, which is lemon. There's a berry flavour. So there's different flavours. So anyway, they were in my fridge because I didn't drink them the other night because they weren't live. So I woke up very, very frustrated this morning, yesterday morning, going, God damn it, I really wanted to watch Dimitri Vegas. Like I said, I absolutely obsessed. And and Nervo, I love music, right? I love. Have I told you I love music? So yeah, and like for me personally, like, I mean, obviously I'd love to go to Tomorrowland and Tomorrowland Winter, but they're very, very expensive for like, you know, a couple of days. Though Tomorrowland Winter is for 7 days in the snow. That could be interesting. But again, very, very expensive in this French Alps, Euro. Anyway, they're like dreams, right? So you said they didn't, on TV, company got the right. Oh, they maybe didn't get the rights yet. Nervo and Gareth Emery are your favourite? Yeah, oh, I love Nervo. My 3 favourites are Nervo, Gareth Emery, and Dimitri Vegas. Obsessed with Dimitri Vegas is my favourite. Sometimes Gareth Emery is, but Dimitri Vegas is my favourite. So last night I had to drink my beers because tomorrow I'm going to go to the islands, right? So I can't be hungover. Any risk of being hungover if I'm going on a boat, you know, like, can you imagine being hungover in the hot sun on a boat? That's like yeah. I mean, I don't normally get motion sickness, but, you know, there is a chance that, you know, the sea might be a little rough and then Dora might feed the fishies. And I do not want to be feeding the fishies and having a hangover. That's just worst nightmare. So the first day I came to Bali, Paul and I hit the alcohol just a little bit too much. I don't know if you remember, there was a live I did with Paul that night from the hotel, and we were like just having drinks and having a giggle. I woke up very hungover the next morning. Oh my gosh, so dusty. So I don't get hungover anymore, only because I don't drink enough alcohol to get hungover, which is a good thing, right? Dora's, you know, finally grown up. You know, I'm a bit of a booze hound. I can drink like the best of them, and hangover city. Oh gosh, I've had some horrible hangovers, and I always say the next morning, I'm never drinking again. And then Diego has no sympathy, absolutely no sympathy. Like when I'm hungover, he's like, it's all self-inflicted. I'm not helping you. Please give me a cup of tea. No. So yeah, so when I drink, he does not care. So I get no love when I'm hungover. So Diego, bastard. So anyway, consequently, you know, alcohol is not good for you. I am not promoting alcohol whatsoever, but I'm going to bring a video out about drinking the beer. And last night, I think at the end of the video, I might be a little drunk because I've had 4 beers. Though I tried a Indonesian sausage, which was feral. But anyway, you know, I bought that too. So again, I had to get rid of that. I have all these little Baby Bell cheeses. I bought all this food when I was doing the Day of Silence, and I went shopping when I was hungry, and never a good thing when you go shopping when you're hungry, right? So consequently, I still have, there's another video I need to make when I moved hotels. From when Paul left, I moved to this hotel, and because my backpack was fit and I had my day pack, so I have a backpack on my back, my day pack on my front, and then I had a whole bag of food that I hadn't eaten from the Day of Silence. And I was like, you know what, Dora? You could catch a cab, but will you learn a lesson? Because if you have to walk it, you will have to carry all that crap. Then you might mentally, subconsciously remember that when you buy all this crap, if you don't eat it, you got to carry it. So, consequently, I'm just opening the Baby Bell. I love Baby Bells. They are so tasty. Okay, you know what, guys? I'm going to move over here. Just going to put that, give you that, hold on. Let me fling that around for a second. Oh, hold on. Give you that view for a second. I'm just going to move everything over this way. tea. All right. That's better. Oops. Then we have somewhere to hold stuff, and I have a tripod. Oh mate, the view is amazing. This is why I come out here and have breakfast instead of going to the hotel or, you know, going to the shops. Anyway, let me just have a baby bell because I've got one more left in the fridge. As I said, I'm going to the islands tomorrow and I can't be carrying anything cold, right? So when I was leaving the other hotel, I had cold stuff. I had baby bells. I had this little sausage thing I bought, which was a stupid buy. Drinks and everything. So I had to carry them. I didn't want to waste it, so I had to carry them all the way here. It was about a half an hour walk. I was sweating to death. Hey Mike, how you going? I'm just having breakfast with a view. I'll show you my view. Do you love my view, Mike? I love this view. So this is my view from the hotel. I'm paying $22 a night. It's amazing. Mike, you like dance music too. I was just sharing with Nicholas that, I mean, I think you know Nicholas too, right? Yeah, you do know Nicholas. Just sharing that I woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning to watch one of our favourite DJs, Nervo, play. They have Tomorrowland Winter just finished. So I've been dancing for the last 90 minutes. So I'm sweating to death. I'm hungry too. So these are really quite cheap to buy at your little local corner shops. About $1.20 or something for a carton of like cut up fruit. So tasty. Debbie Sue, hey. Debbie Sue, we were dancing this morning. I'm a bit sweaty under the armpits everywhere. If you see I'm glowing, I'm sweaty. Oh, it's hot out here too anyway. And I'm drinking tea, which doesn't help because it's hot. But I have been dancing my ass off this morning. I was just sharing with Nicholas and just talking to Mike. Tomorrowland is one of my favourite dance events. It's in Belgium, but they have a version called Tomorrowland Winter, which is in the French Alps. I mean, ooh la la, come on, French Alps. And look, it's a little bit above my pay grade to be able to afford that, I'm going to be honest. It's very expensive. Everything's in euro, obviously, in Belgium, and also the one in the French Alps. And it's very expensive. But the biggest DJs in the world play there, and my favourite ones play. So I am very ramped up. I'm a little hungover too. I was just telling Nicholas that a couple of nights ago, my favourite DJs were playing on the outside set. So they have a main event, which is inside, because it's snowing, right? So it's cold in winter. But they have like an inside huge stadium, right? But they also have outside sets, which is amazing, right? So they're playing outside in the snow and you're dancing in the snow. Can you imagine what it'd be like dancing in the snow? Oh my God. Dora has to experience that one day in her life, right? I'm putting it out to the universe, putting it out to the universe. Tomorrowland Winter. I mean, you've got to put it out to the universe, right? Debbie Sue, have you seen my balcony? This is my balcony. I'm paying $22 a night to stay here. It is so, so nice. I sat here the other day and painted that yesterday morning. I painted up there, I've painted that, I've painted the garden down there. I'm very inspired in this place. Mike's going, you can walk out my door and I'm not missing much. Yes, you are, but you're not playing that. You got to play the dance music, man. Yum. Yes, Waffen, I'm in Bali. The reason why I'm getting it that cheap is because I'm with a travel club, so I'm getting it a little bit cheaper. When I came here to pay, like to ask how much it was to stay here, because I went for a walk one day. Sorry guys, I'm telling like 50 million stories. I'm so excited this morning. Let me just calm down. Let me just eat something. Like I said, I've been dancing around, literally around this balcony. I was bouncing on myself on the bed too. You know what I'm like. When I hear music, I am just like in the moment, living my best life. Even though I'm not in the French Alps right now, I'm sweating it ass up in Bali. I felt like I was there. I felt like I was on the dance floor, just living my best life. And I think, if you can get anything out of that, is that, like I said, I've got hopes and dreams that I'd love to go to the French Alps, to go to, Tomorrowland, Winter, or the Tomorrowland in Belgium. But, you can still have the same effect dancing around your bedroom. I know it's weird, but that's just how I look at it. Look at this. How beautiful is that? Dragon fruit. So, I was telling a story. Can't remember what story I was telling. Okay, the reason why I'm a little bit dusty this morning, guys, I had to drink 4 beers that I bought for a couple of days ago when I thought I would be able to see my favourite DJs playing on the outdoor stage, everyone dancing around in the snow. But unfortunately, they didn't show that on YouTube. They didn't even show it on any of the platforms. So consequently, I had 4 beers that I was planning to drink and also make a video on, because there were 4 different kinds of Bintang beers. So I was going to make a video about that while I was watching my DJs. But unfortunately, they didn't play them, so I couldn't watch it. And last night, I wanted to go to bed early because I had to get up at like 4 a.m. in the morning to watch the DJs. And then tonight, I didn't want to be hungover the next day, because tomorrow I'm actually traveling to the islands, to Lombok and Gili Islands. They're just off Bali here. And you never want to be hungover when you travel. On a travel day, it's a no-no. You do not be hungover. So I am paying the cost today so that I don't have to pay the cost tomorrow. So anyway, that's where I'm at. But it helped that I was bouncing around dancing and getting rid of the sweat, the beer out of my body this morning, dancing and carrying on. So that was good. I'm from Indonesia. Oh, okay, where are you from, Waffen? I like how you could tell that I'm in Indonesia from this view. I guess the kind of temple-y kind of thing is very Javanese, isn't it? We did a dance for Debbie Sue. Debbie Sue's always dancing with me. Debbie Sue, how are you going today? Oh, whoops. Well, I always dance for Debbie Sue. Debbie Sue is always with me when I dance. I took her to the rave down in Sydney. Hold on. What does Debbie Sue say here? Debbie Sue is saying, I'm good. They put a heart monitor on this morning. I have to wear it for 7 days. but I barely know it's there. Okay, that's good. I mean, it's good that you don't know it's there. Have you got high, is it high blood pressure or low that they're trying to monitor? Okay. Looks a little bit mushy, this one. Doesn't look any good anymore. But anyway, we're still eating it. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to get picked up about 6:30 in the morning to go to the island. I haven't booked my accommodation yet, but that's all right. As I said, I've joined a travel club and I will look up on the travel club some places to stay. I'm not your normal traveller. The way I travel is very random. Like, I actually turned up to this hotel and booked while I was in reception. That's just how I roll. So, I finished my treats, my cheese and my fruit. Now, am I going to have another cup of tea? Or are we going to do a paint session, guys? Should we do a paint session? I have really low heart rate and a couple of other things. Okay, right. So does that mean sometimes your pressure's you nearly faint because you're so weary? Look at these frangipanis, guys. You've got the pink frangipanis, and then you've got the white frangipanis. Isn't that beautiful? You want a paint session, Debbie Sue? Who else would like a paint session, guys? All right. Now, I need to go make another cup of tea, guys. Let me just get my rubbish. I've rubbish. All right, let's turn on the kettle. I think we need a little bit more water in there. Okay, hold on, guys. Whoops. You know, one of the horrible things I hate about travel, there's a few horrible things, is water bottles. I hate water bottles. I hate having to buy water. You know, I'm lucky that I live in a country that you can drink water out of the taps. But, you know, in this country, especially Asia, you can't drink water out of the taps. It's not good water. It will probably give you a disease and pretty much make you go to the toilet straight away. So, you know, I bring a bottle of water, like a bottle with me, but I have to buy all these bottles to fill up, right? Defeats the purpose. You know, in my life in Australia, we don't buy used bottles. We basically have a water filtration system that we paid like maybe $400 or $500 for at the health food shop, and it filters your water. And I can't wait to go back and have some water. As I said, I really hate myself when I buy these. Hate myself, honestly. Plastic is terrible. Plastic, ugh. Terrible. And then the other to add to it, right? That's why I bring a bottle, like a bottle with me, because if you have this in the sun, like your water's getting heated up in a bottle, it's in plastic, is not good for you. Not good for you at all. So I bring tea bags with me because I like tea, guys. I like tea. But we're going to try one of their teas today because I've got 2 more weeks left of this holiday and I don't have a huge lot there. So I'm trying to portion control. Portion control, is that even a thing? Ration. I'm trying to ration my tea bags. I have tea bags at night time and tea bags for night and day. So I've got my tea bag of choice is premium Mildura Premium Tea. It's Australian brand, Mildura, supporting Australia. And then I have a nighttime tea, which is Chai Masala. It's an Indian brand. It's very good. It's nice. It's got cinnamon, all the things in it. Anyway, we're going to try one of these. It's called Te. I can't even read that, guys. No, can you see this? I can't read it. My eyesight is so bad today. Can you read that? Oh, Te Asi. Te Asi. I don't know what that means, but it's black tea, guys. You can see that I've stained the cup so much from drinking tea here for the last couple of days. All right, tea. We are boiling over here. There we go. This is my room, guys. That's all we need. We have air conditioner. It's pumping quite nicely. Now, we need paints. Where's my paints? I carry all this crap in my little backpack with me. Duck. All right. We don't need Imodium today. I carry Imodium with me. I put in my paints because you just never know when, things might go really badly pear-shaped. You ate something that you shouldn't have ate. All right. What are we painting, guys? What are we painting? Let me show you what we painted yesterday on the live. Actually, I'll show you my first. Okay, so when I first came here, I had to stay underneath. And that was my view, that little archway. So that's what I painted. Okay, but now that we are higher, we painted, we tried to paint it again. I got my proportions wrong straight away, so I just started painting the top. So if you have a look at that, whoops, don't fall, that's that. All right, ready? Same, but different. Same, but different. Yeah, so anyway, that was fun paint. And then these are like the frangipanis behind. So, what do we reckon, guys? Should we paint the architecture? Like, that is really pretty. Should we paint... I've painted that. I don't want to show you my picture because I'm going to make a video of it. That is not easy to paint. I'm just going to be honest. That is very, very difficult to paint. What are we going to paint, guys? What are we going to paint? Should we paint? Oh, actually, sorry. Completely forgot, guys. This is what we're going to paint. Sorry. I gave you a choice, but that's what we're going to paint. Do you like that, guys? I completely forgot. I said this yesterday on my live, that was the view I wanted to paint. That there. Do you like that? I love that. All right, well, that's what we're doing. Okay, let's set that up, guys. How are we going to paint that, though? Okay, we have a chair. How are we going to paint that? We need something to lean on. Here we are, we're going to move. That doesn't move, does it? No. We need a table. What can we do? What about if we use this as a table? Or could we use our legs? It's not really. How am I going to do this while I'm holding a camera? That's not going to be easy. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go over here Yeah, okay, that's it. That's what we're doing, guys. Thanks for being here. All right, the kettle just went. So, oh, don't fall in, don't fall in. Whoops. Okay, hold on. Put that over there. Fill that up. God, this is riveting content, guys. Riveting content. Here's Dora making a tea in Bali. Riveting content. All right, but that is going to be a very nice paint there. What about from the outside looking at the double? Yeah, that could too. Let me have a look. Let me have a look how that looks. Okay, hold on. Let me just get my cups of tea. Okay, so we've got, oh shit, we've got that view. Okay. Or we have that view. What do we reckon, guys? B or A? That's B. Oh shit. It's a bit of a tripping hazard. Guys, I'm going with this. I think that's just adorable. I mean, I could do it like this, though. Oh, whoops. So you've got, no, I was going to say, if that kind of pushed open, you could see a little bit more of that. I just really think it's just so beautiful, the archway and the green. Yep. Debbie Sue, this is why you dance with me, because we're like the same people. All right. Now, I want to get some more water. And there's another reason why I wanted to paint inside. Let me show you why. Aircon. It's coming down on me. It's really nice because if I'm outside, it's hot as hell, guys. I'm already sweaty enough, like literally, because, whoops. All right. Oh my gosh, guys, I've got many pages left. I've been painting up a storm, guys. Holy shit, I did not realise. I've been painting, I've got other sides, I guess. So that was my first paint here in Bali. And then that was my second paint in Bali. Both of those I've shared on my YouTube videos. I'm not going to show you the rest of them because I'm going to make videos of those. But I've got other sides, so that was my Mulaney platypus chase. Do you remember that, guys? That was a great paint. That's probably one of my favourite pictures I've ever painted. Debbie Sue, you were there for that painting. Do you remember that? We're on Cockatoo Island. And that was the first time I used pen over the paint. First time I did little boaties. Yeah, I love that one too. And that was another one I did, the Paddington Reservoir. I think you were also there from Sydney. So anyway, let's find another page. We'll do this page, right? No, so we need to go that way. We need to go long ways. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We're going to do it on this page, guys. Long ways here. Let me just clear some space because I have rubbish. Mozzie coils, very important, especially when I go to the island because there could be mosquitoes. They actually just, they gave me a flyer yesterday saying that be off the property tomorrow at 3 o'clock because they're going to bomb the place so that, there's less mosquitoes. Okay, there we go. Whoops. All right, let me just set myself up. Yep, long ways, exactly. So Let me just figure out how to do this so that I don't have to hold the camera too much and you guys can still hear me and talk to me and, you know, all the things. I don't have a tripod with me, guys. That would be too smart of Dora to have a tripod with me. I'm not that much organised. All right. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now, can you see? Whoops. You can see, right? Oh, whoops. Oh, shit. Okay. You can do this, guys. There we go. Can you see now? A cup of tea over there. All right. Taking apart our paints. Now, this doesn't have to be a very expensive hobby, guys. These paints cost me like $6 or $7. I think the paintbrush is probably about the same price, actually. And the book costs about, $7. I think I got it on special for $5. I bought 3 of them last time, and I was actually going to bring another book with me from Bali to Bali, but I went, you know what, Dora, you're not going to paint all the time. Guess what, guys? I probably could use that because they started to fill them up. But that's all right. That is all right. All right, so can you guys see, or do I need to? We can do a bit of a combination of this. You can lean on my, no, that's not going to work either. All right. Okay. Sometimes I'm going to put you down, sometimes I'll hold you, okay, guys? So, what colours do we see? It's kind of a silhouette, right? So it is brown. I've been using a lot of black, so I think it's time that we use some brown, right? So we're going to do the outside. So, well, you know what we don't have is our little thing to block on. Blot. That's what we're calling it, blot. There we go. Oh, look at that, blot. All right, let's do this. See, I'm left-handed, so I need to move some space. All right. How are we doing this, guys? How are we doing this? Oh, that is so pretty. That is so pretty. Look at that. All right, let's just get our dimensions right first. Are you left-handed too? Oh, I did not know that. Wow. That makes sense though. I believe Susan is left-handed too. I think I got that right. Did I do that right? I'm sure she's left-handed. We're very creative people, right? Okay, pen to paper, Dora, pen to paper. Pen to paper. Let me just kind of get a little bit of an idea of how I'm going to do this. How am I going to do that? I don't know how to do those doors. I think I'm just going to not put the doors on, guys. Because if you look at this, you can't see the doors. I can only see the doors if I zoom in, right? As I said, dimensions are not amazing for me, like to how to actually add the depth of the door. So I'm not going to do the depth of the door. All right. Don't think about it, Dora. This is the thing. Don't think about it, just do it. All right, let's do it. I think I've lost everyone.